Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We have got loads to go over today as we are making massive strides in the major order. What we're also doing is completely clearing up the Terminid sector. This is absolutely wild to see how much you guys are achieving in such a short period of time. So we're going to dive into the Galactic War update and give you that one today. On top of that, Jojo responds to a few comments over on Discord with regards to what it is that they're actively working on, one of which is absolutely huge and weirdly not in the known issues list. But we also have to take a look at the new Warbond for some extra details that you may not have noticed. With that being said, we're going to dive into everything you guys need to know today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on, it'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure that you check out our incredible sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can get your video games cheaper for PC and console with the best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts, all running up to 70% off. It's an absolute no-brainer. And we're still doing the giveaway here on the channel. We're going to be announcing that over the next couple of days. So if you want to get involved with it, it is very, very simple. Put a yellow love heart in the comment section below and it'll enter you in. Let's dive into the game though and see what it is that's happening right now in Helldivers 2. So we are here on the Galactic War map and you can see that the two planets we need to solidify to continue this major order is Sliff, which we are very, very close to with a 56% liberation already acquired, and also New Stockholm. Now this is a planet that everyone is actively avoiding even though we have a low resistance on it. I think what was likely to happen though is once we take Sliff, we will clear up the sector of the Celeste sector, and then we'll probably make our way over to New Stockholm to finalize this major order. But as you can see, we have done some bloody big work. As the Celeste sector will soon be taken, we also have the Orion sector and the Umlaut sector, which have both been completely cleared up. This is absolutely huge, man. We've not seen this happen for quite some time, and hopefully we can continue to do this and start clearing up the Galactic War map a little bit further. We did have an operational alert, though. This one was a big one because it states that resource needed for the reconstruction of Remembrance appeared difficult to reach. High Command has reached a deal with the AM Defense to repurpose steel and concrete reserves on the Akmar Secundus. Now, previously allocated for the colony housing to Remembrance lowered the required operations for the current order by 50%. This was absolutely huge because Akmar Secundus is obviously now bringing in quite a big amount of work. The surge in transportation on Akmar Secundus has precipitated a Terminid attack. If the planet is lost, the resource will be as well. And luckily, we actually managed to secure that one quite nicely. So Secundus is still one of our planets, therefore lowering the expectations of everything needed, meaning that we only need to complete medium operations and higher 2.5 million times. Now, this is brilliant because it's taken us up to 75% completion rate, meaning that we should now be hopefully en route to finishing this in the next 2 days. I love it. I'm happy with it. For those of you guys who are wanting to know what's in your superstore right now, we do currently have the Democracy's Deputy set in here. This is a pretty cool one. If you guys want to get a hold of it, it's very cool to mess around with. Nonetheless, let's dive into the game and see what it is that's happening in the background of Helldivers 2. So somebody went on to Discord and was asking some very big questions, one of which is massively relevant to me, massively so. It states, where can I report following problems? My weapon mods have been reset, and when I cycle through loadouts, my game crashes. What can I do? My armor is also the first one. I have still everything unlocked, but my character resets. I already made a ticket to Arrowhead like 3 days ago and have no answer. Now, this has been a big problem for quite some time. And since weapon modifications have come into the mix, it's become an even bigger problem because weapons are being reset, and if you try to change anything, it will just crash your game instantly. Now, Jojo responds with, it's a known issue and we are working on a fix, which actually doesn't fill me with massive amounts of confidence. They are currently working on a fix, but this bug has been around for some time, and I have personally sent in quite a lot of reports with regards to this and how it's working, a lot of gameplay, and the fact that they haven't figured it out yet is a little bit worrying. Nonetheless, though, hopefully it's something that they do work on at some stage and is something that we do get a fix for very soon. We're obviously going into the weekend right now, so we are not going to have an update now until Tuesday. So let's hope that something does actually get dispatched at that point in time, and we can see some big moves before the Warbond drops on the 17th next week. That's my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below, and if you're having the weapon customization bug crash, let me know in the comments. I want to know exactly how busy this one really is. Nonetheless, though, some people were talking about the new Warbond and whether the team are actually nervous about this one. A lot of things generally get released and they are broken and problematic, and this has been something that's been in gaming for quite some time. Arrowhead is not on their own with this one, but Jojo states nothing nervous about this one. It's my favorite one that we've done. So fingers crossed, balance is good, everything release is really good, and we have a load of fun with it. Even though this thing is a massive suicidal box of fun toys, I feel like it may actually bring a lot to the table. We had a Reddit post that went up where people are now finally starting to notice some of the cool attributes that this thing has. The warp pack has been probably the biggest spoken about item for quite some time, and it states right here, just notice that the warp pack self-destructs after an unsuccessful warp. Now, yes, obviously it does state in there that it will kill you if you do overuse it. It's not built for traversal, it's built primarily for getting caught in sticky situations and being able to take things out on lower levels, higher levels, so much more. This does obviously have a self-destructive movement, as dark fluid is not yet harnessed completely, and we don't have as much research as we want. So the Ministry of Science is putting it in your hands so that we can understand it a little bit better. Now, when we talk about the Ministry of Science, though, what we do know is there are actually a lot more ministries to go over. This Reddit post here brought it to everybody's attention that states, guys, if we get each Super Earth's ministry-themed Warbond, what could they be, and what do you think about them? We've obviously got the Ministry of Truth with the Truth Enforcers, the Ministry of Unity with the Force of Law, and now we've got the Ministry of Science with the Control Group Warbond. This could be absolutely massive because we've got the Ministry of Humanity, the Ministry of Prosperity, the Ministry of Expansion, and the Ministry of Defense still to go through. So my comment section request for you guys is to get down into the comment section and to let me know exactly what you think will be coming. Pick one of the ministries and make a awesome concept. I'm really intrigued. If any of you guys are going to the stretch of making GFX for it and images and stuff like that, we actually have a Reddit Sunday coming up tomorrow. The link is in the description for the Cloud Plays Reddit, where we go through everything and give you guys an insight of my reaction to what you've been designing and talking about over the last week. Make sure you get it in there, and it may well feature in tomorrow's Reddit Sunday video. That being said, though, let's see what it is that's going on in the comment section from the last video where we were talking about the changes happening to Cyberstan. If you guys didn't know, there are now new supply lines that have now appeared in Cyberstan's vicinity, connecting them to other planets. This is absolutely massive because it means that there is now a bit of an insight to some acknowledgement to Cyberstan, which has not happened for quite some time. So hopefully there is something that we can see from that. And the Baskinator has actually replied to a comment with regards to it, stating that it's just a map. So yeah, I think that this is one of their ploys with a backwards compatibility of understanding. This one right here, though, states, yo, I made that Cyberstan post. Can't believe I made it into a Cloud Blaze video. Absolutely, man. It was a great, great spot. And for me personally, I didn't even notice. So a massive shout out to you for actually paying attention to it. More kudos to you than you understand, man. The second one right here states, it would be cool if Cyberstan becomes a machine world. Now, obviously, we know that Cyberstan is going to be one of those planets that has a lot more significance to it than we may well think. It is the automaton home world, and it's something that we are really, really hoping we can get to venture on with all of this cool stuff happening with mega cities. I think it could be absolutely crazy by the time we eventually get over there. We'll have to wait and see how it plans, but yeah, I think it'd be insane to see that one at first hand. And this final one right here states, as cool as this Warbond is, I'm more excited about the VG-70 variable. If no one sees its inspiration, it's based on the Nock volley rifle, used by the British Royal Navy in the Napoleonic Wars. Not many were built, and they had a history of injuring or even breaking people's shoulders. They also exist the double Nock volley rifle, which has 14 barrels instead of 7, and a double trigger. Now, this is absolutely huge because realistically, the variable is going to be one of those weapons which is completely different to everything that we've seen so far. It has loads of different variable options, including obviously the mass dump of bullets, the full round of 7 bullets in one go, and one after another as if it's a minigun movement. Maybe this is their way of making it into a minigun. We have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. But the variable is an exciting weapon, and I love the reference of it being a part of the British Royal Navy. I think that for me, it's a very proud moment. That's for damn sure. That being said, though, unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Be greatly appreciated. Weekends do get a little bit slow with Arrowhead, but nonetheless, Reddit Sunday comes tomorrow, and I will see you guys there. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.